This has got to be one of the greatest Malayalam films that I have watched in my lifetime. Hi guys, this is Farhad and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. If you're new to this channel, then please subscribe to the channel and like the video. And today from the Blast of the Past section, I decided to watch another Mohanlal film. The film that we are going to be discussing is Vanaprastham, which is streaming on Hotstar. Now, Vanaprastham is a 1999 film, and I must say this filmmaking was truly international standard. I mean, the kind of storytelling that was there, the frames that were used. I cannot stop raving or even thinking about the film that I finished last evening that was there. Now, firstly, coming to the title, Vanaprastham, what does it mean? It is essentially the third stage in the life of a human, wherein you are in your 50s and you have, done your share of work that was required around you for your living, for all the materialistic gains that is there, and this is your path in, living in a forest, something away from the city, and that is what the title signifies, and it fits perfectly in the context of the film. Now, the film has a lot to offer here. There are layers and layers to be discovered here, but none more than the identity of a person who belongs to a lower caste, but the world perceives him as a dual personality. One is, of course, of a lower caste, and the other is of a phenomenal performer. And that is reflective of that person's love life as well. It also reflects of his father, not accepting him as a son, thereby making him grieved, him being trapped in an arranged marriage that is there, to eventually him falling in love. And remember, he is the same person that, the audience looks from the gaze of. He's the same person that is there, but the characters in the film that are there around that protagonist, they perceive him as two separate individuals, and that was true also, unfortunately, for his love life that was there, wherein the lady Subhadra that he falls in love with also is in love with the character of Arjuna that was he was essaying in the Kathakali dance that was there, and not as an individual that he was actually in real life. The lady, of course, was of a upper caste, he was of a lower caste, and that suffering that was there was very evident through the performance of Mohanlal that was there. Now, I must also say that there are also layers in which the dance form of Kathakali, in which you have to put on that attire, you have to don that attire on your head, on your body, that itself is an allegory of sorts. That allegory creates that distinction of the person that you are versus what you are portraying on stage, and that is something that was beautifully expressed here throughout the course of the film, wherein you are subjected to two personalities of the same person that are there, and that theme that is there is dramatically explored throughout the film that is there. This wonderful film, even the ending that is there, I mean, the ending was almost like an artistic form of Old Boy, if I could call it. Old Boy, by the way, wasn't out by then. Old Boy had released, I think, in 2003, if I'm not wrong, and this film was out in 1999, and that ending was a very brave one. It was extremely brave of the writing of the filmmakers to to explore that subject, just reveling in that form of a little jealousy that is there, or almost like a revenge angle of sorts that is there. But it also blurred out the lines between what was right, what was wrong, the relationships that were in store for the protagonist, be it him being a son to somebody or him being a father to somebody, and at the end of it, him being a father to a daughter or a lover to someone. I think all these relationships were blurred at the end of the film, and it was phenomenal to watch. I think this was one of the best Malayalam films, and I have watched a decent chunk of them by now, I must say. And I absolutely fell in love with this film. I'll also spring a little story here that is there, if you could just tune in. So the story goes that I had, started off this film, I think way back in 2017 to watch the film, which is what I'm saying. and I kind of left it, after the 20-minute mark because it did not entice me. And I think that probably was the case that I wasn't ready for it. I was barely into Malayalam films at that point of time, and this film cannot then be a starter pack. This film is one of the films that really needs your application and understanding of the culture also of Kathakali that is there, the dance form, what it's trying to portray, all of that. And I think while watching all these Malayalam films over the years, I've gotten a certain sense of sensibility in me now, which allowed me to, explore this film right now, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I wasn't ready in 2017. Not the film's fault, it was my fault. I wasn't ready, my sensibilities weren't in place. And now, when I watched it in 2024, at your recommendation, I think I absolutely enjoyed the film to the core. This film cannot be complete by talking about two other things, in fact, three other things. One is the phenomenal score by Ustad Zakir Hussain Saab. I think he did a wonderful, score that was there, and it perfectly complemented the mood of the film with some amazing, choreography that was there, amazing camera work, amazing editing that was there. But to top it, an amazing performance by Mohanlal. I mean, I can totally understand the fan following of Mohanlal and Mammootty. Again, I'm saying it at the behest of it that they have been performing roles that are far ahead of its time, while also being completely opposite to their images as superstars that are there. I can bet on my life that none of the actors from other industries would take up such a role in their prime. Remember, Mohanlal was at its peak in 1999, and to have it at that time was absolutely phenomenal. I think this was one of my top 5 performances of all time in the Malayalam film industry, and I have watched at least 3 of them during this period, of Mammootty, of Mohanlal. I think Mohanlal's performance of Thanmatra features in that. Mammootty's performance of Mati Lukal features in that list as well. And this one as well, Vanaprastham, one of the finest Malayalam films you'll ever see, and directed wonderfully by Shajun also. I think he did a wonderful job, Shajun Nair, in constructing this drama and adding layers and layers to it. Cannot stop raving about this film, which has to be one of the greatest Malayalam films that I have watched in my lifetime. And I'm sure there'll be hundreds of other films that will be there which are cult classics, but this one was absolutely right up there as far as I am concerned. Thank you so much again for the recommendation, and I'd like to extend my thanks for the Digi family for that. So let me know in the comments on what were your thoughts on Vanaprastham, one of my finest, favoriteest Malayalam films. I can say easily one of my favorite. And keep the recommendations coming. Thank you so much. Like the video, please like the video. It helps fuel the YouTube algorithm. Also comment if there are any other recommendations. Subscribe to the channel. I see many who haven't subscribed. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps a small creator like me. And also share this video with your friends and family. I'm hoping and banking on you to grow this little Digi family together. Let's grow it together, and let's be a part of this lovely community. We are discussing some wonderful films here, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Also follow me on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Letterboxd. I do not end up making a video on everything that I watch, but I do write a lot. All information is also present on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, and on my social media handles. Both the links of social media and of my site are present in the description box below, so do visit that as well. I'll see you again soon with another video. I know there is that sequel of Kiridam that most of you have been recommending. I will get to that soon. So until next time, thank you so much for your love and support, and take care of yourselves. Cheers. Thank you.